Reece James and Timber, yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them are bad boy players, bro. Yeah. We know that Reece James, going forwards, obviously is clear, when it comes to, the attacking side. But I think Timber, the way he's defending right now, I think he's probably the best defender right back in the Premier League. Now, the argument is, yes, right backs, they attack now, wing backs and stuff like that. But can we not appreciate both of them instead of just doing the comparison thing? I find the comparison thing a bit gay sometimes, bro. I do, yeah. Sorry, I don't want to defend anyone.
Yeah, you caught me off guard, I'm there thinking, yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to offend anyone.
You good. I don't care, man. Say what you want.
The thing is, yeah, I rate both players, yeah, and I'm taking both players in my team, bro. I can't. Do you know what I mean? We know Reece James is a bad boy, world class, yeah. But so my boy is world class as well.
You reckon?
What?
Let me explain though. I'm Dutch, by the way. I'll explain it.
You know about Timber. Yeah?
To me, this is the thing. When some people ask me who do you think is better, and I answer it, they're like, "Oh, it's Chelsea." I'm like, bro, but I have conflicted interest. This guy plays for my team, but this guy plays for my nation. Does that make sense? So explain it though. I think
he plays right. See, Hanno's put Reece right centre back, but so does he plays centre back for his country, doesn't he?
He played the other day and he done add a stinker, so I'm not gonna add that to
who had a stinker?
James, not James, Timber. He's the one he was the reason we conceded. You get me?
As a centre back.
As a centre back.
Okay. Cool.
But
that doesn't deter from his work in the Premier League.
Let me explain it, because this is the way I'm looking at it. Yeah, if you're a right back, I need you to defend first, and then everything else is a bonus because you're a right back.
Maturity.
Isn't that how we look at right backs? I don't care if the games have evolved.
How old are you, brother? Just out of
27.
Interest. Huh?
I'm 27.
Okay. See, that's a mature answer, bro. I'm expecting someone younger than you to come with some strippiness, bro.
Yeah, because it's just okay. I've heard that.
Trend arguments.
The right back's more attacking now, so he has to be great attacking. I think that's just like coping, innit? Because you know that the play is not as good as you're saying he is. You just want to cover for him to say that my player is better attacking than your player. The way I'm looking at it, okay, these two are two defenders, yeah. Because even Timber played centre back and right back as well. They can do both roles. I think Timber can play both of them can play centre back, both can play right back. I think
isn't that a joy though? Isn't that really a skill to have for both?
Yeah. And then obviously I think Reece James can play midfield, but those are extra things. Those are extra things. But then I always say playing in midfield and inverting into midfield is two different things because you're running into traffic.
Yeah.
This is why when you've seen the Euros and Trent played next to Gallagher or someone in one of the first few games in the Euros, he just looked like he didn't know what was happening. You get me? He just saw lights. He didn't know what's happening. You look lost because it's different. You actually knowing that nothing's happening behind you because you've come in and you're one of the last people in the back. It's different. But I think for me, I think Timber is like a great right back, innit? Do you get me? I think he's really good. I just don't think he's world class yet. I think I need to see more.
I hear that.
And I think with Reece James, my argument's always been in it that I've seen more of Reece James. I know that obviously Timber isn't able to do what Reece James does going forward, but that's Reece James. He was in that whole Trent argument going forward. That's the levels of what he could provide going forward, innit? But I think also the things he's won and how long he's been. I think the first year Timber was injured. And then I think was it last year when I think last year and this year where he's actually showing his levels. But then even last year he was a bit injured as well, yeah. So we want to see him do a bit more in the league and that. I think Reece James in the league right now. And obviously it was like who was it before? Like Kyle Walker and them and one of like the few best. Till then, I think Reece has done so much in the league for him to just get surpassed by one night. You get me? My man just coming in, he's doing well. The man said he's better than you. I think it's too early. I think even though Timber's so good, I don't think he's better than Reece James yet. Like,
Yeah, but we've had, if you consider our defense for the last 3 seasons, he's been part of a defense that, yes, we haven't. The argument's always going to be that we haven't won anything. Yeah,
no.
But he's still been part of a defense. Yeah, that's locked up many a wingers. That's conceded the least amount of goals season upon season.
Yeah,
he's definitely in the conversation, bro. No doubt.
I think he can be in the conversation. I just think that
Definitely in the conversation.
saying that he's on the same level or above, I just think that's too much. Like, not with Reece James. I think Reece James is
but Reece James was injured for. Yeah, so I suppose both of them were injured for.
But then I'm looking more at ability. Yeah, I could say, okay, cool. We know what Reece James can do, because even when he was coming back from injury, he's doing what Lavi and them man do when they come back, and you think, okay, cool. I forgot you play like this. Like, with some players need a bit of time to get back to their thing, yeah. And I think even Timber, when he came back, he was looking good. I think, like, even when he came back,
the bad boy, man.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I have nothing against like Timber, the whole thing. I actually rate him highly, and everyone that knows me knows that.
How old is Reece James now? How old is he? Because he's older, isn't he?
I think he's 25 or something like that.
25.
I think he's 25 or something.
Oh, so he's quite okay. Because I think Timber's only 22. I think, if I'm right.
No, he's 26. Reece James is 20. Yeah, he's 25 actually. He's going to be 26 in December. Yes, I wasn't wrong.
And Timber's 24. Timber's 24. So they're a couple of years difference, isn't it? A couple of years difference.
Yeah, he's the same age as my younger brother. You know, that's crazy.
No, you know what, man.
But I think that's fair though. I think I get, like, you know what it is, yeah, because I had you know that show that you was it? No, it was earlier. I think it may have been earlier. Yeah, the show, the one I done at like 1 o'clock yesterday. Someone came in and they was saying, "Yo," I was thinking, what are you guys saying about Ben White? He can play Carabao Cup games. That's what they told me. That's an Arsenal fan, you know. He could play Carabao. I was like, bro, those are the guy you were trying to force into the Reece James conversation a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? When he was good,
so, he was playing well, but nah.
This is what I'm saying. I think sometimes you don't realize the levels in terms of until you get one. That's like me saying you're so used to your Toyota, but then don't realize why people are getting a Ferrari until you actually get one, and they're like, okay, cool, I get it. This is what I was missing. Do you get what I'm saying? Ben White was really good, but he wasn't Timber level. Do you get what I'm saying? And then now when you get a Timber, you realize, yo, Ben White wasn't all that. He was good, but he wasn't.
No. Yeah, but you know what? Ben White fell off when he got that injury, and he's not on the level of a Timber, man. Timber, do you know what? Whatever you say, I'm gonna obviously stick up for my guy, innit? I still personally feel, yeah, and I'll stand on this, yeah. I still feel that, and for a player to be world class, yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that someone else isn't world class or they're better than them. 2 players can be world class as well.
Yeah, you can't be world class. Yeah.
I believe that if we win a Premier League, yeah, people are going to be talking about Timber in a different way. I believe he's world class now, but I get it. People want to see, you know, accolades and Premier Leagues and all that kind of stuff. But for me, his ability, world class, defending, world class. I ain't seen many players in the last 2-3 years twist him up, you know, embarrass him. You know, I see Eze nutmeg up Reece James in that game when I think the free kick, the dodgy free kick. I've seen Reece James have been had up a few times. Not to say he's still not world class.
Alphonso Davies. That's all I remember. Like I remember that. Alphonso Davies, the left back, bro.
Who?
When I think the Reece James done him. No. The other way around. Alphonso Davies, the Bayern Munich left back, the Canadian. When he kept ripping up Reece James a couple of years back, going under Lampard, I think it was. That's the one of the few times that I remember like people doing Reece James like.
So players can be world class, man. It don't have to, you know what I mean? You can compare them and stuff. Yeah, I get it, but I still feel my boy is world class, and I'm obviously gonna back him in it.
What about your other boy, man? Do you know what I'm saying?
Who's that, Rice?
Nah, Rice. I don't think that's.
The thing is, them man don't even play in the same position though.
Huh?
Them man don't even play. If it's Rice Caicedo, them man don't even play.
No, I'm not having that conversation. Rice, me personally, I only because I know what Rice is. I don't put him in those level conversations. I think that's mad. But I'm talking about your right wing. Forget
Right
Rice. I don't rate Rice. Huh?
Saka.
Yeah, Saka, bro. What do you think about Saka?
Boy. You see the thing with Saka, yeah?
Yeah.
He's not everyone's cup of tea in it. So he's not as I say, he's not the glamorous step over king and all that kind of stuff, yeah. But one thing with Saka is, yeah, he's effective in it. So he will score goals. Do you know what I mean? His assists over the last 20 games have been shocking. I get
it. This season he's had a bit of a bad one.
He's
been injured.
I get it. I understand that, but if you take it back 2-3 seasons, yeah, my man scored 15 goals. Yeah, we can never disregard that. He got an injury last season. I get it as well, and I want him to have a big season this season, bro. He has to have a big season this season. I don't see Saka as world class myself. I think he's still got a lot to prove.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people compare him to. He gets compared to everyone. He's getting compared to. Cole Palmer don't even play in the same position. They're not even the same playing the same position. Cole Palmer and Saka, they don't play in the same position. One's a 10.
Yeah, I agree with you, but then again, I think because he played a couple games at right wing, it's different. I think because what started happening is when Palmer had his 40 GA season on the pitch, people started saying, well, he's still not better than Saka, or Saka's better than him. You know, the usual arguments, And then people started saying, well, where's your goals? Where's my goals? But then again, on the pitch, he played more on the right. Then he played, he can play both, but I'm still...
he can play both.
Different for me, innit? I get it. I get what you're saying.
You see, for me, I rate Cole Palmer, so you can't... No one could even think me on Cole Palmer. I rate him highly. Yeah, they was doing the comparison Cole Palmer versus Bellingham the other day. Nems in it and all them guys there, like saying Jude was clear.
Do you even know what I call him? Belaney. That's what I call him, man.
Belaney,
but Bellingham. That's what he is, bro. He's a boss press. Bro, his first
did it?
Bro, please. Next time you watch Bellingham, just watch what he does. He gets the first. He goes.
You saying you rate him highly? Because I don't.
I don't rate him. I called him Bellingham. I call him Belaney, as in Fellaini with a B.
Oh,
he's a box scratcher, bro. There's nothing there. Like if you watch him, he literally just his first touch is a second touch is slide tackle. Then he chases it here, there. Like you can't put him in the 10. Like that was my issue in the Euros, like that season. I'm like, how do you put someone that wants to go ahead of the striker the other way? Like it just crashing into each other. It don't work. But with Bellingham's another one, innit? I think he has more PR. Bellingham's a bit different because he has more PR. I think Saka, there was a period where people were saying he was carrying your team. And I think my thing is there's two differences, innit? There's a difference between carrying your team in terms of GA and actually carrying your team like a Hazard and that. You know, the player that comes deep, gets the ball and is like, I'm changing this game. Like some of those players that actually, I'm not saying he's not on that, like he's not good. Because some people, as soon as you start saying certain things, they think you're saying he's not good in that. I rate Saka highly in terms of how efficient he is. And you can see, like, he's one of those players that he'd rather keep the ball than take the risk. In terms of, like, he'll keep the ball ticking and then he might get an opportunity.
You know, enough man are watching this, they're getting mad now, you know. They're getting mad, like, how can Yasser say this about Saka?
No, you call me a hater, bro. I'm used to it. You know, I also call you all the time. But
they call you a hater.
My thing is, but maybe I've played the part in it, but that's a different story. What I'm saying is, I've always said that the quality Saka has comes from his time playing at left back.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, he shields the ball really well. They can't get the ball off him.
Yeah.
But he misses. You know what he misses? He misses not just the element of surprise, but you know that not necessarily.
He's too predictable.
Yeah, but that also comes because he's not a natural winger, so he doesn't have those. Like, I don't know how to say it. He's not very unpredictable as a winger. Like wingers are usually unpredictable. I'm going in.
He's too predictable.
Yes, but you know what happened? He used to benefit of the system too much in terms of he used to get the overlap from Ben White and then Odegaard would come short. So he would, it's not him necessarily dragging players out of position, but he'd get, it's a bit more easier him cutting in because he had they didn't know whether he's passing it to Odegaard through the lines or he's
Yeah.
going out wide to. Do you get it? It's a bit more
That's
easy.
to cut in all the time and shoot. That's his. That
His
is thing, innit?
finishing at that high rate. So I think I'm not saying that he's not good, but I'm saying people don't see that bit. They just see him cutting in and thinking, yo, he's rubbing.
Yeah.
He just keep cutting in and he's getting in. But in terms of goals, he was getting all the goals. Like he got goals, but then again, you can say, well, 15 goals. That's a very good amount. But is it to the level where you start saying calling someone world class for getting 15? Salah, that's the conversation. But my thing is, I think Saka's just very good at what he does. But then it's hard for me to say, well, because he's very good at what he does, I'm putting him at very high. I just think he's very he does everything you guys need to do.
That's the minimum, basic, very well.
The minimum he does very like amazing. But I'm saying now you want to see whether he can do much more than that, so he can take you guys over the line and all of that additional stuff. Innit? Can he do something out of nothing? That kind of wing, innit? I think those are just the little question marks we have about Saka. But other than that, I actually rate Saka. And I think there's a lot of people that don't understand that because they think, well, he's getting the goals. And I'm like, bro, you can't say someone's getting the goals because I think he's more of the Salah, not disciples, but he's from that kind of ilk, similar to like an Mbeumo. Mbeumo. You know, those people that benefit more when they get the ball in behind.
Yeah.
And then they can go and just finish very cool under pressure, that kind of wingers, isn't it? Yeah. I think when you start putting him, and you guys are seeing the difference when you play Nani, where he gets the ball, the defender don't know where he's going. He's so unpredictable. He can go in and that's the bit that you can say is a bit missing from Saka. Even though he takes on his man, is he taking on his man because it's dribbling, or is it because he's burst of pace? Because remember, you can have that as well with Mbappe's and Rashford's, where you can just be, you run down the line, you stop and then change direction, and all of a sudden you beat your man. But it's different to actually dribbling past your man. Do you get it? Like, it's a bit different. Those are different aspects, though.
We're coming to your guy because that's exactly the type of guy that does all of that, and that's Estevao. He's the dribbler. You know, he can go both ways, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah. Inside, outside, around. You know, you can do everything right now. How impressed have you been with Estevao this season?
I've been impressed. I'm also one of those people that's saying, look, I'm not going to be one of them guys screaming, saying, play him. He's also very young. He's adapting to the league. People were saying he was too lightweight to play in the league when we signed him, because they were saying he looked very thin. He's like 17, 18. But sometimes you just got to give that player an opportunity, similar to some of the players you have. You know, sometimes you get an Ethan or someone. Everyone's like,
that guy. Like,
I wanted to tell you about, like, when it comes to Ethan, I think what I've seen from someone like Ethan is that he looks ready to play every week, kind of thing. He just obviously he gets in ahead of someone else, does something else. I think with Estevao, what we're seeing is he looks like he's very talented. The ceiling's high and all that, but I still feel like just ease him into it and let him experience it, play the games, and then when you think he's ready, play him. And a lot of people are saying, well, play him now. I think that's fine, but you don't want him to end up being on that route of he gets an injury and
has one bad game, and then all of a sudden,
I think the manager's trying to save him from that. Yeah, exactly. He's saying, you know what, I'll throw the experienced players there. We don't really know what the future is going to hold with someone like a Neto and that, because we got Quenda coming in next season as well. Yeah, so it's one of the Quenda, the Portuguese player, the guy from Sporting.
Quenda.
I'll put it in.
Is he good? Is he good? Yeah.
Yeah, bro, he's good.
Is he another skills man? Yeah.
He was the guy that was linked to United last season when they tried to get a left wing back. Do you remember? Yeah, he's the one that scored the bad goal in Champions League, like the previous round or the one before.
Oh, this brother.
Yeah. We've already signed it. When we signed Asugo and him, people were making jokes about us signing random two players, but he's been developed at Sporting, but he's coming. He's the one that's playing with Gyökeres. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think maybe Neto's time's over, so he's just playing him now because he's